Okay, homeschool moms, let's talk about planning for interruptions for your school year. This is a topic that interests me a lot because, as you'll be able to see on my channel here and in my courses and my homeschool community that are linked below, I teach moms to have a consistency, a school year, good breaks, all things kind of opposite and yet not totally to the modern day of just relax, let it flow, because I haven't seen that work very good. So if this is the kind of interest homeschooling that interests you, well, subscribe or check out my courses below. But I want to, in this lesson today, in this video, talk about planning for interruptions because they will come. In a home, they will come. This is not, this video will not deal with big interruptions like pregnancy, if you're very sick, uh, serious illness, things like that, long-term interruptions. In another video, I want to talk about how to deal with those and with grace too, because no matter how much I talk of consistency, I do feel there's grace for moms too, homeschool moms and families. But this is for talking about the small interruptions, how to give yourself the freedom to go on a day trip with your family or a mini vacation or whatever. So let me just explain my point now. Most public schools and the private schools I attended, I had a good experience. Personally, I have nothing to complain about. There was this, I don't know when exactly. I only attended for my first 4 grades, I think, and then we homeschooled the rest, and was also a good experience. But there was this mid-year 2-week vacation. There was basically planned vacations, and the school year was planned out, I think, for like 36 weeks is what they're generally planned for, with those vacations counted in, so you'd know about when they'd end. Now I do the same for my family. Of course, different seasons of life have required a bit more flexibility, but at this stage we're in, we started school a little bit early and we plan to finish early. But I figured out the year, the 36 weeks, how far I'd get, and then 3 weeks of space to work around. And usually your books don't last till 36 weeks, but I like to plan for it. And in the case of a big interruption, we would go longer. But with giving grace room for 3 weeks of vacations during that time, sometimes it's a day here and there. And so I know about when we should finish the year, and we're right on track so far, even if we've had a day here and there out, or we'll be taking a couple days off because of a break and so on. So here's my encouragement for you, because interruptions will come. There will be days when you're too sick. Maybe everyone gets a cold or something. As homeschool moms, there are interruptions that will come that we can't do anything about it. And how do you manage to not get behind in your school year with those? Of course, there's bigger interruptions, like I said, which we can't plan for. But all these smaller interruptions, a day out, visiting family, whatever. And how to finish your year on time. And I would say plan for those. Plan for those breaks. I have, like I said, 3 weeks built into our school year plan, and it might even last less because the books usually don't take 36 weeks, but if they do, that's fine. If we'll have some big thing come up that we'd have to go a bit later, it's okay, because we're set to finish everything, including the 3 weeks of vacations, in 9 months. So that would give us 3 whole months of complete school vacation, and I like to do that. Some of you people like my words are mixing up. Some people like homeschooling year round. For me, it doesn't. I don't care for that, and so I'm not attacking any other system. But I'm simply sharing what works for me and what could work for you if you would like that. If you would like some months of just complete school break and then to start fresh in the books with fresh excitement. So let me know maybe in the comments what you think about that. If you have any questions about that, subscribe if you want to know too. See my next video where I will be talking about accepting the big interruptions of life And then we will see you in another video. Remember to check out, if you want homeschool or overwhelm help, check out my courses in my community below. I would love to see you there, and we'll see you in another video. Bye.